Yeah, it's obviously very on top of the game from the week, midweek, so it's haven't had much time to prepare. But yeah, we're looking forward to the game. We've worked hard to get to this point in the tournament, so everybody's ready to go, you know, and we're looking forward to the game tomorrow.
Thanks, coach. Benny, just your thoughts, just from a player's perspective. How are the boys looking? How's the mood like?
After session this morning, the boys are looking good. Um, we're excited to be participating in this quarterfinal and knockout stages, and we've we've done a few things, and it looks like we're all good. Looks like we're all in good shape for the match tomorrow. So it's just for us now to go out and execute the way we've planned.
Yeah, coach, I just wanted to find out here. I saw Simba. They beat El Ahly in the group stages of the competition. How much of a danger they are? Have you taken time, to see them?
Well, I haven't seen them live, obviously, but obviously watched a lot of footage of them. They're very athletic, very competitive team, very strong, typical African team. Very athletic and well organized, well coached. Got a big following, huge club in Tanzania. So we under no illusion it's going to be a tough game for us.
On the back of the indifferent results that you've been having here at home, are you banking on the good form that you've shown in this tournament that has gotten you this far? Because Chiefs are getting this far.
Well, I mean, if it was the other way around, we'd be top of the league, wouldn't we? If we won our CAF games, so yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you want to have consistency in all the competitions, which we haven't had, and we seem to, played our best football in the Champions League, but we've played a lot of games now as well, extra games, and we've played really well, but it's hard to put your finger on it, but. As I said, if it was the other way around, we'd be top of the league. So it isn't. It hasn't been, and we just got to try and put it out of our minds and try and concentrate on the game tomorrow. And we don't have a game in between these two games now, so it's also better. So it gives us a little bit more time, which will be the longest break we've had for some time. So yeah, the problem has been is that we played 2 days ago. All the quarterfinal teams didn't play 2 days ago, which is a bit strange, but it is what it is, and we can't. We'll go in tomorrow's game and with a fresh approach and take it from there.
I think this is both for the coach and Bernard Parker. We obviously saw what happened a couple of hours ago with the fans. But coach, is there anything that you can promise the fans tomorrow in terms of the performance of the players as well as yourself, Parker? I mean, you've received a lot of backlash in the last couple of days, but what can you promise the supporters in tomorrow's match, the first quarterfinal, a very important match in the club's history? Thank you.
Well, the team is prepared. The team is organised. As I said, even the other night when we played on Wednesday, I can't fault the players. They gave me their all, and that's the most important thing. That if there's anybody cutting corners, I'll be the first one to realise. But they're not. They're working hard, and sometimes you need a bounce of a ball, and you got to get through these periods, and that's all we can do. But the team will be prepared. Everybody's committed, and that's all we can promise. And we'll give a good, committed performance. That's all.
Yes, and for us players, it's just for us to focus on our game, focus on what happens in the field of play, focus on our game, play our game, and just make sure that all the other stuff that happens doesn't affect us much. It's just for us to concentrate on playing football. We see these things also happen in Europe as well, but it's just for us to keep our mental levels level and focus on the job at hand.
What in your preparations, Benny? What have you made of Simba, your opponent? Thank you.
Yeah, as the coach has said, we've also watched a few clips on how they approach their matches. They're physical, they're strong, they've got wingers that come inside. I don't want to give much away, but they're a very good side. They're well organized as well, and they're also direct in the same way. So we're well aware that they're a strong team, and we're also well aware that we're also a strong team. We've played against difficult circumstances, difficult games throughout this competition. So it's nothing new for us. It's just for us to stick together and be and be the best we can be on the field of play.
Sorry guys, I'm on the road, so there might be some feedback. Coach, this is obviously, I mean, reaching this stage of the competition is both history for the club and for yourself. And I know it's hard for you to put into words or to say outright, what the problems are from the inside. But knowing what you know, are you surprised at how far or how well you guys have done in this competition? And just on Simba, I mean, is it a lot for people to expect you guys to actually go on and reach the semi-finals, knowing that Simba is an established club in the CAF competitions, even though this is their first time as well, but they've obviously got a lot more experience at this stage in this competition. Sorry.
Sure. What was the question there? It's just like a...
It was long-ended. Chad, do you want to just summarize it quickly, just for the coach? It was quite a long-ended question.
Sorry. This being history for yourself and for the club, coach, reaching this stage of the competition, and I know you haven't been able to comment on what's happening on the inside and what the problems are, but are you surprised that you've reached this stage, even though you guys have struggled in the league this season? And on Simba, is it a big ask for you for people to expect you to reach the semis, knowing that Simba are obviously a more formidable side in this competition?
I think the good thing for us is I think we've got nothing to lose. I mean, we've come into this so far, first time in the club's history to get this far. So we've got nothing to lose. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I think it hasn't surprised me because this type of football suits these type of players that we've got at Kaizer Chiefs this year. It's a little bit more, in the Champions League it's a little bit slower and it's a little bit more, I would say, direct. So it suits us a little bit more than to play in the local league where the local league's a little bit, it's helter-skelter. It's about movement, it's about people running faster than the ball, which happens in the PSL. And I don't think that suits the group of players we got. So I think we're better suited to play in this competition, just my opinion, because it's slower, more methodical, and much more direct because of various reasons, whatever, So, yeah, maybe that is the team we're playing tomorrow night has got a little bit more athleticism in them, which is going to be tougher, and they are very direct, and they're fearless, which maybe play into hands a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see. Obviously when we play them in the second leg, they're going to have supporters there. So they'll have 60,000 people there. That's going to be a little bit, but maybe our players are used to playing in front of people and they haven't had that for the last 2 years. And I think that's also a big blow to us. So all these things put into factor. About the other internal stuff, that's all stuff that goes on inside, and we're working on that day and night. And that stuff that we can't worry about now. We've got to worry what's in front of us. And the future in football is now, not in 2-3 months' time. So that's all I can say on that. I don't know if I've answered around how it is.
Yeah, no, I didn't want you to go into the internal stuff.
No, you can't.
It was a general observation.
Yeah.
Can't comment on it.
Yeah.
Fine. Thanks.
Matches against Chippa, TPM. What is the difference, especially as players? What is the difference for you guys between the Champions League and here at home that you cannot transform that form to be a local as players?
Very as players, I would say it's more mental. We are professional players to deal with any opponent, with any situation. A lot has happened with the club. A lot of things has happened, and we've seemed to find form on the continent. We've seemed to deal with the conditions away, and we seem to deal with our games at home. And it is a bit of there is a difference between the continent football and here in our domestic league, and with the schedule that we also have had and we still have, it's a bit challenging for the coach as well to keep the balance, to keep the rotation, to keep the mental levels as well, that the mental levels coordinate with the physical condition and things like that. So we're working hard. The coach, the technical staff, they're also working hard and trying and get stuff and get the team to be free flowing. And on the continent, we have showed that we got what it takes against the big guns. Also domestically, you've seen as well what happened with how we play against the big teams as well. So everything boils down to the mindset, and with the mindset, it has been going up and down. But with our physicality, there's no question about it. We give 100% week in, week out. So I don't know how to answer your question, but that's just what I think.
I know the coach has already elaborated, but for you guys as players, is it something that will maybe affect you, that you will then have, if they do have 60,000, that stadium can be deafening at times? Have you guys thought about it as players, or is it something that will affect you if you look at it?
Oh, thank you. We're looking at now what's in front of us. What's in front of us is tomorrow's match, and for us to concentrate on getting the result tomorrow. We're playing at home, and we want to win. And we want to win, and we want to go with a positive result to them. So I think maybe after this game, then we would probably talk and think and see what's gonna happen in the game after this game. But I think our main focus is now this game, and we as Chiefs, we used to fans, and we miss our fans so much. It is a bit of a pain that we feel, that we miss them so much, but maybe who knows that it will be a plus to us when we have fans on the other side. But for us now is to have our main focus on tomorrow.
You talked of nothing to lose. How far do you feel that particular, I won't call it a devil-may-care attitude, but that reckless attitude can take you, considering that it's cup football now and anything can and will go at this point in time?
We never expected to get into the groups. So we got into the group. Played Premier Augusta to get into the group. I mean, we were total outsiders there, and we went and played with an unbelievable spirit in Angola there. And then we came back, and then we weren't expected to get out the group, and we got out the group as well. We went to Aroa. So, you if we make it like this game tomorrow is, the make or break, and I think you have the wrong attitude in football. I think sometimes not to be carefree, you need to be organised in the way you play and that. But you also need to be, you can't let things, because players don't play. We haven't had a very good derby season this season, but then we played the last derby and much better, nothing to lose type of derby, played well. So sometimes it's better to play football like that. I think sometimes you put too much pressure on situations. And you look around the world, it's all the top teams. Sometimes you're going to have times, bad times, how you come out of them. And, and if everything's, yes, we understand that the domestically has been poor. But I think Bernard touched on it now. If you play domestically and there is a couple of thousand people, I think it gives the players a lift. I know playing against that, it's always difficult. So it's not about nothing to lose. There's plenty to lose. But in the sense of, and also with a two-legged game, sometimes strange things have happened. And you go away and, they're under more pressure. Are we under pressure tomorrow? I don't know. They're the favourites, aren't they? They've been much more experienced than, in this type of situation. So let's see.
Players that have shown the fighting spirit in the CAF Champions League, more so going into the quarterfinals, for the first time and noting that we've got something to hold on to?
Yeah, I think it's not only the Champions League. I think, you know, even the game on Wednesday night, I think we, you know, the players, as I said to you, I'm the first one to, that's the first thing I always notice at training. You know, we got to be at it, we got to be on it, we got to be up for it every day. And if I see a player slacking, then I will certainly say something. But on Wednesday again, they gave me their all. They worked hard. We conceded early. You could see the heads drop because obviously what's been happening. We think, oh, here we go again. And then we came back and then we could have won the game, you know. So we're going to have to defend better tomorrow, no doubt. And obviously in the Champions League, you're going to get 1 or 2 chances, like we did against Aurora, and you must take them, you know. And yeah, that's all I can say about those type of things. But the effort, no, definitely. We can't be faulted for that. No.
Thank you. Just an update on injuries, coach.
How long you got?
Minute.
Let's start at the back. Itu obviously still struggling with a shoulder injury. And I think he's suspended as anyway. He would have been suspended anyway. Is that right?
Yes, yeah.
He's out. We got across the back. We're okay. Is anyone else?
Okay at the back.
Are we okay?
Mm-hmm. Just in front with Kama.
We just got Karma, obviously. You know, a billet, yeah. Which is obviously, yeah, 2 big blows. But just, I think just those 2 out, yeah.